Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, check mega.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson
in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here's Hardman to return.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Jets will take over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some of the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
So in Raven territory now. Here's her 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Hardman on the return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced him to stay. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
On the ready.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Black out. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Claude Ray. Cut.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. And everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got in it.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Let's go.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jermaine Johnson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 67 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line.
Tyler Bass sends a kickoff. Here's Bass now to send it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Cluster, 6.
2nd and 13. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most
pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
Let's go. Go set. Hut, hut, hut.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back to throw again. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's got
thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Straight ahead is Hall.
He'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Hall again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A handoff for Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.